Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Edwin the Comic Jabroni coming back at you with a new Comic Book Days pickup. And I'd like to emphasize on the days because this was the first time I'd been into my local comic shop in a month. So my subscription box was pretty full. Went in there and I picked up over 35 books from the last month. So I kind of wanted to go through those, show you what I've gotten, what was in my sub box, and also talk about what's coming out next week, what I'm definitely picking up, and if they have it there, what I might be picking up. As always, want to show you guys some of my slabbed books. CGC, I got 2 turtle books. I know the last video I showed off some turtle books. Gonna show off some more turtle books here. On the right hand side, I got this TMNT Universe #1. That's a sketch. It was a blank cover variant, but my local comic shop, Heroes and Fantasies, had Ninja Inc. Tim Lim, I believe his name is. He came through and he was doing sketches, so I had him sketch that right there. I'm drawing a blank on. That's Slash. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's Slash. He is a villain, but turns into a good guy. And then on the left-hand side, got Ninja Turtles #1. This from 2011. That was from the IDW series that is still ongoing now. There are 4 different covers on that one, and it's each one of the turtles. And if you put them together, they kind of, make a picture together. So that's the A cover that I've got with Raphael, 9.8. I do have all 4 covers graded, but the A cover is the only one that I got that's 9.8. Oh well, right? The rest of them are 9.6s. What can you do sometimes? Anyway, so starting off, we're gonna go with the independent books, starting with IDW. Speaking of turtles, I only got 1 IDW book during that month, and that was TMNT #84. This is the retailer incentive variant. I haven't been able to read them, as you can tell. I got the top still open. I've gotten so many books that I just wasn't able to read them in the last day. So I did read a few of these, but not all of them. All right, so that's it for IDW. Moving on to Image. First Image book I got was The Realm #8. And I am missing 1. For some reason, they didn't put it in my sub box, but #7 came out during the month as well. So I'm missing 7. I got to go back and pick that up. But yeah, this is The Realm #8. I'm telling you, I love this series. This is a good series. I haven't had a chance to read this since I was missing #7. I don't want to skip ahead in the story and miss something out. My 2 favorites that came out this month is The Dead Hand. It's another Image book. This is has to do with Russian spies in America and the nuclear war. Awesome series. I did get a chance to read this one, as well as #5 came out during the month while I was gone. Awesome series. If you guys get a chance to pick these up, they're really good. Really good stuff. So that's it for the independent books. Not too many that I got. Let's move on to Marvel. And we're going to start off with Amazing Spider-Man. While I was gone, Amazing Spider-Man started back up. Don't mind that $4 price tag. This was just an older bag and board that I had. It still had a price tag on it. So this is Amazing Spider-Man #1. That's just the A cover. As well as Amazing Spider-Man #2. And yesterday, for New Comic Book Day, #3 came out. Haven't had the chance to read them. I'm kind of excited. These might be, I don't know, you'll see. There's a bunch of books that I want to read here like today. But this is definitely on my read list for the day. I want to read what's going on with Amazing Spider-Man now after 800 had come out. Excited about that. Also, one of my favorites that have been coming out for the last 3 or 4 months is Immortal Hulk. This is #3. Definitely dig what they're doing with Hulk now. Kind of making it into a kind of a thriller type of comic, and as well as #4. And these Alex Ross covers are beautiful. Definitely loving those. Keeping on with that with the Hulk, True Believers #1. This came out. I don't know if this came out yesterday or maybe a week or two ago, but this is that Fantastic Four. This is just a reprint of, I believe it's Fantastic Four 112, 118. But this is a classic cover thing versus Hulk. Last week, this book came out, Infinity Wars. This is #1. This is the A. This is the C cover. That is a C cover right there. So definitely wanted to pick up this new Infinity War and see what's going on there. Picked up Spider-Gwen 34. This is an homage. This is and I believe it's the same artist too that drew it. This is almost the same cover that came out when her first appearance came out for Spider-Gwen, which was Edge of Spider-Verse #2. They used it was almost the same cover. But this Spider-Gwen 34 is the conclusion of this Spider-Gwen book. So, but she is coming back in Edge of Spider-Geddon, which I'll get into later. Also got this Venom #4, which while I was gone, I guess this was a pretty hot book, and it also made Thor, God of Thunder #2 and #6, a really high sought after book. So glad that my LCS kept one of these for me. And the last book from Marvel that I picked up is this X-23 #1. As you guys know, everything with Laura Kinney is super hot with X-23. I guess with this #1, she kind of quits with the whole Wolverine gimmick and goes back to just being X-23. That's what I got from Marvel. Let's move on to the DC. Now, DC, I definitely picked up a ton of books. Let's start off with my favorite. Let's go Batman. I'm a Batman guy through and through. That's Batman 51. And I also picked up Batman 52. This picks up right after the wedding, and Bruce Wayne actually gets called for jury duty. I've read these, so definitely had to read Batman. If nothing else, I wanted to read Batman. But yeah, this picks up after the wedding, and Bruce Wayne's called for jury duty. And I don't want to spoil anything else for you, but it's really good. I love these covers. These are drawn by, I believe, last name is Andrews. Karen. I'll put it down at the bottom. But beautiful B covers. I'm a B cover fan with these DC. Moving on with Batman, I also got Detective Comics 984. Beautiful looking Mark Brooks cover. And this is actually a first full appearance of Karma, I believe his name is. I think in 983 was like his cameo. He was in there, I believe. But 984, here's 985. Another beautiful Mark Brooks cover. And this one I'm going to turn to the side and show you. That's 986 with the Batmobile on there. This is an awesome story. This new villain, Karma, he's in here just wrecking havoc, and Batman has to figure out a way to beat him because he can read minds, and Batman kind of created him back in the past. So it's definitely an awesome story. Moving on, this one came out, I want to say it was a week or two ago, but here's Adventures of Super Sons #1. I was a fan of the first Super Sons run that came out last year, 2 years ago, and it finished up a couple months ago. But this is just like volume 2, I guess you could say. So I picked up the A cover, and I also got the B cover on that. Definitely, I'm a huge fan of Damian as Robin, and I liked the young Superboy. He's them two paired together. It's a fun pairing. So Adventures of Super Sons. It's a 12-part. What is it called here? A maxi, 12-part maxi series. I'll definitely be picking up all 12 of those. One that came out yesterday that was sought after was this Catwoman #2. Beautiful cover there. couple weeks ago. This came out, Deathstroke 34. It's a Matina cover. This just continues that storyline with Deathstroke versus Batman, and who's Damian Wayne's father. I got this Doomsday Clock, number 6. 6 of 12. I haven't had a chance to read them. A lot of these I haven't had a chance to read. I'll end up reading them today, or as many as I can. But this Doomsday Clock. Moving on from that, I picked up, here's 3 in a row of Flash. There's Flash 50. That's a Matina cover. And this is just a continuation of that Flash War. Barry Allen versus Wally West. And I picked up Flash 51. Again, these B covers are beautiful. Look at that. It was Matina. He definitely knows how to draw him some comic book characters. And I love how these B covers, they really showcase the picture, the drawing. And then continue on Flash. This is Flash 52. Guess Matina's run on Flash is done, and they moved on to just another great artist. This is Dell'Otto. Dell'Otto cover. Love that. Love the way that looks. You know, we watch The Flash at home, and I really wasn't a fan of The Flash before, but watching that show, yeah, it's super cheesy, but definitely made me a fan of The Flash. Made me a fan of Barry Allen. I like Flash. Moving on, more DC. Yesterday, this one came out. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, number 50. This is the B cover. There is a death. I can't tell you who it is. I read it, but I don't remember the name of the character. I'll put it down here at the bottom. I also kind of don't want to spoil you, so maybe I won't put it down there. But again, there is a death of a Green Lantern in here. A few weeks ago, this book came out. Justice League Dark, number 1. This is the B cover. That's a Capullo. I didn't know that, actually. Capullo variant cover. Going on with Justice League. Here's Justice League number 4. Jim Lee cover. Love these Jim Lee covers, especially for Justice League has been really good. I haven't read this one, but I read 1, 2, and 3 before I had left. Came back, 4 and 5 are out. And here's 5, Cyborg. I love how Jim Lee is drawing, all the different characters. So there's Cyborg. That's Justice League 5. One that came out yesterday that I was excited to see that they had. This is the B cover for Red Hood and Outlaws 25. That's just an awesome fight scene with Red Hood, Batman, and you can see his Robin costume there in the background they're fighting over. Here's Superman number 1. A few other Superman books came out. I didn't pick them up. And like Action Comics 1001, I didn't get. I'm not that. I like Superman, but I just didn't want to grab all the Superman books that had come out, especially when I was picking up all the Batmans. I'm just more of a Batman fan than I am Superman, but definitely had to get Superman number 1, right? And moving on. This was a big one that came out 2 weeks ago. Teen Titans number 20. This was that first full appearance of Crush. I think it was Crush, Roundhouse, and Jin. That was the first full appearance. I was also able to get the B cover, Teen Titans 20. And the last new book that I grabbed was Wonder Woman 50. That's the Jenny Frison B cover variant. I haven't been picking up Wonder Woman, but I see them every time they come out, and these B covers are amazing. They look awesome. So I did go through one of my local comic shops, older. They're back stock, and if you watch my last video, I picked up that Superman American Alien. I picked up 3 and 4, so I was on the lookout for the rest of that series, and luckily they had them all. So I picked up number 1. I picked up number 2. I already had 3 and 4, so there's number 5. There's number 6. And the last one, number 7. So I got the whole 7-part series. I've read through half of it. Really awesome take on Superman and Clark Kent. Like each book is a different part of his life, right? So if you look, the first part is when he's a younger kid. Second part's more of a teenage years, and it just moves on and on. So I haven't read like the last 3, so I'm not exactly sure how this. Obviously, I know how the story ends because everybody knows Superman, but I think it's Landis, what his take is on the Superman. Love this cover, though. That's an awesome cover. Superman up there in the sky with the Superman symbol lit up on the earth. So anyways, that's everything that I picked up, and that was everything that was in my subscription box for the last 4 weeks, because I had been gone since the 5th of July, and I came back the 23rd. But I also didn't go to my local comic shop that week after, so that was like 4 weeks, and I went yesterday. So yeah, I'd say 4 or 5 weeks that I hadn't been. It's a lot of books, but if you think about it, 4 or 5 weeks, it's not as many books as I could have gotten. There was a bunch. So let's go over what's coming out next week. There's a few hot books, nice covers coming out next week. We'll start off with Marvel. One book that's definitely on my pull list is going to be that Edge of Spider-Geddon, number 1. I'm digging the A cover. The B cover looks nice too. I know it's got that like punk rock Spider-Man on there. Also looking at Extermination, number 1. The Mark Brooks cover. It's the A cover. That's a nice. Mark Brooks has been killing it with these covers, especially Batman. But now he's drawing, and he was doing Marvel. He did Marvel. What was that, last year? For that Captain America run. So now he's on Batman, and now he's doing Exterminate. He's doing some X-Men. And the last book for Marvel that I'm looking at next week is Infinity Wars number 2. That A cover, that's a sweet cover. And if my local comic shop has it, the 1 in 25 E cover, that's a super nice one too. Let's move on to DC. Really the big one that I know everybody's going to be out for next week is this Batgirl 25, that B cover, that Middleton cover. It does not, I don't think, in my opinion, it doesn't look as good as that. I think it was Batgirl 22 or 23, but it's a super nice, man. Middleton he's been killing it, like I say. He's been killing it on these B covers for Batgirl. And if you're an Aquaman fan, he's on those Aquaman covers too. Aquaman has one coming out next week with Mira, Queen Mira on it, and it's a Middleton cover. Also, Justice League number 6. Like always, I'm always getting the Jim Lee covers, so that's going to be the B cover on that Jim Lee. And the last one for DC I'm looking for is that Batman 53. That's a B cover, the Andrews cover. So, yes, 6 or 7 books for next week that I'm looking at getting. But like always, guys, hey, thanks for watching. I know this one's a little bit longer just because I had so many books and I ran through them so fast. Didn't really get to talk about them too much, but I do appreciate you watching. Like always, hit the like button, write me a comment. If this is the first time watching my videos, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm dropping videos every week, at least 1, maybe 2 if I go out to a different shop and pick up some more stuff. Always showcasing all my hauls, all the comic books that I'm picking up, showing you guys what's coming out. If you guys picked up anything different than I did over this last month, let me know what you got. Tell me what's hot out there. Tell me what's selling. Tell me what you guys are speculating on. Also, let me know what you're getting next week. Maybe there's something that I missed that I should be on the lookout for. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Again, this is Edwin, the Comic Jabroni, coming at you on August. What's today? The 8th. Take it easy, guys. See you next time. Peace.